Hello, everyone, and welcome to round number 2, back 9 at the 2022 Shelly Sharpe Memorial, presented by Spinners on the Green. We're at the Vista del Camino XL layout, and there's your leader, Anthony Barela, and right on his tail, Jordan Castro, along with the two-time and defending champion of the event, Adam Hammes, and rounding out the card, another Midwesterner in Cale Leiviska. We're heading into hole number 10. The par 4, 651 feet. There's a Mando on the left side with a tree there. Also that left side sidewalk and water, all that being out of bounds. The right side sidewalk being out of bounds. And if at some point you find yourself way deep, you could find the road as OB as well. Jordan Castro started the round one stroke behind Anthony Barela. He's matched him on the front 9. They're both 4 under through the front 9. And so he just has the 1 stroke deficit. Adam with a little bit of a stall there.
I'm just going to wait. I'm not doing this round.
You see the park goers here. And as they all finally passed, Adam was ready to go. It feels like, of course, there's a lot of other parkgoers out here and we're all coexisting, but it feels like there's been more that have distracted Adam than anyone else today. Here's Anthony going with the forehand. Oh no, and that's released early. And just headed straight out of bounds. At no point did that have any chance of remaining in bounds. And he's going to have work to do from that right side. Cale, exact same shot we saw from him in round 1. Just going to play straight out. Really just take this as 2 separate 325-foot throws. Maybe 375 and I don't know, whatever remains, 275. Do the math. AB is going to flirt with that out of bounds. He needs to come back in. He's in bounds. Oh, no. It hits in bounds and then rolls straight right. My big worry as I was filming that is thinking, okay, just make sure you get in bounds because otherwise you have to take it from where you were. Because you're throwing out over bounds, out over the OB the entire way. But he gets in bounds, throws a great shot, and then somehow it kicks and then rolls straight right. Just complete disbelief. Leiviska a little bit short on this effort. And the huge drive by Hammes allows him to just a little standstill pitch. Forehand.
Sit!
I mean, you can talk sweet to your disc and you can do that. Hammes does go just a little long. And understandably, Anthony just hating hole 10 at the moment. Jordan for a look at birdie from circle 2. Here's Cale from circle 2. Count it. Been a little bit slow going here in round number 2. He's 3 down now for the round, 10 down overall. And he knows he's going to pick up a stroke or 2 on Anthony at least. He's not getting anything on Adam, though. Adam goes to 4 down on the round.
Thumb got caught, sorry.
Just clarifying that he wasn't removing that in rage or frustration. He later said that his thumb was still hurting. Just Barela for the double bogey. And that will be a 3-stroke swing with Barela in regard to Cale and Adam. And then he's also going to lose 2 strokes to Jordan here with the par. So we've seen back-to-back struggles by Barela on 9 and 10. Let's see what his recovery is like. We're going to move over. We're now heading back toward Duke's. Well, it might be a couple miles away, but we're heading back that direction. Hole 11, 759 feet. OB sidewalk on the right. Got a couple of Mandos on the left side to try and keep all the players and the play and the route away from the sidewalk on the left.
You guys going to Europe this year? Maybe. Yeah, if they allow.
Adam, everyone's going to want to know now what are you using.
This is a number 5 Italian sub from Jimmy John's.
With hot peppers?
No tomato with extra vinaigrette.
Hot peppers added or no?
Nice.
That'd be good though.
Wow. You only find that out here, folks. So if you ever, buy Adam lunch, now you know what he likes. Officially not sponsored. I think I have to put that disclaimer out there. Not sponsored by Jimmy John's, him, nor my coverage. But if you want to know, it's a 13. I'd get a number 13 from Jimmy John's when I go. With hot peppers. Great shot by Leiviska, making a slight adjustment from round 1. You really want to play this right side hillside and then just kind of have it filter down to the flat spot. Oh, that's not wide enough. Sit down. And somehow that spikes, that sits down. That looks like it's tracking to the left side sidewalk the entire way. And it checks up for AB. So he's inbounds. Just behind one of the palms. And again, Cale a little bit short on the approach. It needs an edge. Yeah, doesn't really have it. Good line, good control by Hamas, going with a nice low shot and having to get underneath the branches. Great shot by Barela. Cale's was short, and he's not going to pick up the birdie on 11 as he did the day before. Oh, hi, Adam. And that's commitment out of Castro. He comes up short. He doesn't want to mess with the hillside. He doesn't want to mess with going past it or over it or having a long comebacker. He just pitches up. Hamas off the top. I think we saw a star frame here during round 1. Not going to be the case today.
There's Terry's RV.
Not me. Not my RV. I think he's talking about fellow Minnesotan Terry Roethlisberger. I'm going to see the dream out on tour more next year. Looking forward to that, of course. All right, here we are. Hole 12. Playing up and over 377 feet. I would have to think this is one of the most memorable holes when you're out here on the course. It also can absolutely break your round and your entire weekend. Just a forehand. And the backspin. AB trying to recover after the bogey and double bogey that he found on 9 and 10.
One time.
Calling for it.
Thank you.
That's safe.
Cale overcooking it to the right side. If you're gonna make any mistake on this hole, that's the mistake to make. You'd much rather pull it over, have it go wide right. You may have a long look. You may just have to pitch up, but at least you're walking away with a 3. The number one mistake you can't make here is coming up short and never finding the inbounds area at all. And a little deep for Castro, but puts him on the dance floor. I thought she was going to charge him, knock him over. He just was on a mission and wasn't worried about Cale trying to hunt down his birdie from long range. Good bid, but you can only be so aggressive knowing there's OB right behind the basket. Castro in a really good spot. A little too much juice. And AB doing work to erase those bogey strokes. He's back to 14 under. No, I've mentioned in the past, Hamas is your 2-time and currently defending champion here at this event. I believe we saw a great battle with him and Drew Gibson, where really Adam just came out in the final round last year to put the hammer down. I think Drew had a lead, and Adam did not care about it at all. Adam also the 2-time and defending champion over at the Maricopa Meadows event. That's going to be taking place in a couple weeks, and stay tuned right here. Disc Golf Guy channel's got you. I'll be again covering that one. Cale's in for the par. He remains 3 under for the round. We're headed over to 13, 405 feet. This one is so tough. This is where we've seen some big numbers in the past. You have a Mando to the right of that tree we just went past a moment ago. That was on the left side of the fairway. I don't want you flirting with the sidewalk, and also, of course, all of the water on that right side out of bounds. Hamas found water and ended up walking away with a double bogey in round 1. AB Skyheiser. Oh, and sticks the landing. This was really the only shot that derailed Adam during round 1. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Does it have enough push? It doesn't. It's inbounds. Well, that's going to be short for Cale. All right, guys. This is a little past the point, but I need to know because I'm thinking about it. What's your go-to sandwich place? If you want to name the sandwich too in the comments, do that. But what's your go-to sandwich place? That's what I need to know. If you submit that in the comments, that will make you eligible for some giveaway action. I've got the likes of Double G beef jerky. I've got some discs. I've got all sorts of things. But in order to be eligible, you have to put it in the comments, your go-to sandwich place. Oh, and there's a birdie.
Thank you.
And just like that, Adam with a 3-stroke improvement from round 1. AB's at least 10 feet closer than he was in round 1. He walked away with the par. Today, he's trying to match Adam's score. And that's a bonus birdie all day long. I mean, almost no player in the field is walking up to 13 and thinking, yeah, I'm counting this one. This one's just a gimme. It's absolutely not. So to see our card go 2 under, still
the
pretty
height.
solid.
Didn't get the push. It's hard. It's hard. You trust it that hard?
A disc in a box. Heading on hole 14, a par 4, 655 feet. This one parallels hole number 6, which is off to the left. And then, of course, you have the OB sidewalk on the right and a few Mando trees that you have to navigate around. Bringing it into hole 14. And also, if you need to ship any discs, I've got your box. Step 1, you put your disc in the box. Step 2, you mail it safely. I helped design and develop those boxes a number of years ago. I was doing a ton of shipping, and everybody wants their disc a little extra protected. So reach out. I'd be happy to help you out. Here's Hamas. Low line drive, giving him some options for the approach.
Down.
Also safe from that OB line that you saw on the left side. And this hole, I have to say, has just evolved throughout the years, or should I say the players have evolved. I remember when this was first introduced as part of this layout, this was really challenging and just not as much anymore.
It's the DAB.
339. Spike Heiser.
Yeah, just 339. Spike Heiser, forehand. I mean, if you don't have that in your bag, what are you even doing playing golf, right? With that much height. Sticks at 10 feet for AB. And if seeing a turnover shot looked a little weird to you, it's because there's not a lot required here for a righty backhand thrower. So Cale's is a little bit short and right. Then you see Adam hung his too far left. Jordan gets over on his. That required just a straight shot, maybe with a little bit of fade, but that one turned over for him, and now he's left with a long look for birdie, as is Cale. You guys hear that ice cream truck? I do. No sprinkles for Hamas.
Let's go.
Nice. Doing work from long range. Castro, circle 2. He goes to 5 under on the round. I don't know whose phone is ringing, but somebody's got to answer. Oh, that's right. AB does. Answers with a birdie. Back to 6 under for the round. See if he can match his mark of 10 under that he opened the tournament with. Two birdies, 2 pars. Big shout out to Resistance Disc as they help support the coverage here this weekend. One of their star players in Adam Hammis trying to take down his 3rd consecutive Shelly Sharpe Memorial. Hole 15, the par 4, 741 feet. Yes, folks, Anthony Barela eagled this in 2021. I'm gonna have to bust that out as a separate video on my YouTube channel. Today it's going with the huge turn. Oh, and it gets caught up and knocked straight down. The Barela, plenty to go here. Another roller by Castro. Good, safe shot. That should set him up. We'll see how aggressive he wants to be on the second shot. That's low out of the hand of Hammis. Unfortunately, we'll see it to the very end, but that checks up. It looks like it's over there in the Jordan range.
Hey, Cale. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I thought I was going straight over.
I told her. I was like, that's
What was the bet again?
Surf and turf.
sidearm right here.
If he gets the 3.
All right, Cale putting up a bounty saying if Barela still birdies from back here, he's buying a seafood and steak dinner.
Get down. Please hit the tree. Hit the tree.
What kind of carry does this have? Oh. He was asking for it to hit the tree. I think he knew it was tracking left to the OB sidewalk. So he's got a long way to go. Let's see if dinner is on the line or in jeopardy here. A little bit short, but that'll work for Hammis.
Be around. Be around.
Also short, but still a look at the birdie. And this is really the contemplation every player has, is do they go with a low skip shot, playing something that's going to have to navigate through some trees, as opposed to those air shots we just saw going out and around the trees. And Cale didn't get the skip he was looking for yesterday. Today gets the double skip, and now he's anxiously awaiting to see what's going to happen. Does he have to make good on this offer or this bet? AB's looking for the throw in for dinner. Can he get it? Just in front of the basket. A little outside the circle for Hammis. Grabs a link of chain, but he's going to have to settle for the par. Meanwhile, Jordan right on the circle's edge. Count it. What is that, 6 candles we're going to put on his cake today? Or 6 birdies at least. Cale's going to pick up another one. He's 4 down through the round. So, no dinner on Cale. However, he walks away with the par. He's 6 down for the round, sitting at 16 under overall. Hamas also settling for the par. We're going to move over to hole number 16. Big shout out to Jeff Chaqua events and the LVC. Will be kicking off the Las Vegas Challenge in just a few weeks as well. 390 feet for hole 16. The OB sidewalk on the left. Of course, the OB road up on the top right side. And then we play to a slightly elevated basket. It's got to just land flat, and it does. So short, but it'll work. Here's Cale. Pretty sure this has been a white M5 that he's been throwing on a ton of holes. We saw some really unfortunate luck for AB during round 1. He's going to keep it with the low forehand. Skip, skip, skip. Gets the third, fourth skip. Oh, no. And in almost identical fashion to the previous round, AB, after having a near park job, gets up and rolls back down and out of bounds. Hamas has a similar line. Big skip. Roll. Oh, and the tree slide. That's what AB was missing. Getting the tree slide. Simmer down, simmer down. Cale will have a tap in for par. And I know I said it back on hole number 11. I really appreciate Jordan's commitment to the layup. He just knew that it was a risky putt. He didn't want to take the risk. He's playing well, so he just puts it under the pin. Here's AB to save par. And back-to-back days. That one bites him. And I hope we've made a new fan. Like, share, subscribe. Whatever you need to do. Play the music. Intently watching the action here. Circle 2 attempt. No good. So no ice cream for this card at all. I mean, I know I asked you earlier what your go-to sandwich place is, but I mean, if you want to also tell me what you'd be getting at that ice cream truck, I'd love to know. Card's going to move over hole 17. This is a must-get birdie. Just 243 feet. Downhill. OB sidewalk. OB beyond the basket. And you see all that really dead grass. Certainly got to concern yourself with any kind of skip or ground play. Or is it dormant grass? I'm not. There's a lot of white snow on the ground in Wisconsin, where I'm from. And a mistake by Castro. Out of bounds. We have a look to save the par, but that is OB. Smooth little floater by Leiviska. Equally as effective by Adam Hammes. Adam's trying to push to 7 under on the round. He'll do so with the birdie.
Come on, AB.
Barela doesn't quite ring it up, but that'll be a tap in. Trying to get to 16 under. Jordan's got to look here to save the par. Now notice the flag. No wind at all. I feel as around maybe hole 14 or so, maybe 14 or 13, somebody just flipped the switch and absolutely no wind from that point forward. It was just incredible. I've never seen it just flip off like that. Cale in for the easy birdie. Big shout out the crew over at First Light. They always hook me up and help me out. So many supporters and sponsors that you've been seeing throughout this video coverage. Also my host, Jamie. Thank you guys so much. I love coming to Arizona and giving you guys the action. And thank you to any Patreon supporters out there as well. Or new Patreon supporters. A few of you have signed up, and coverage like this would not be possible if it weren't for the support of my Patreon subscription as well. Hole 18, closing things out. 381 feet. There's a couple of mandatories that keep you away from the sidewalk, but too far left, you'll find the water. Cale and Adam looking at the scores. Again, that's something you couldn't do just 10 years ago, is take a look and see where people were. They were wondering what they need to do, whether they're going to be on lead card, whether there'll be coverage. All sorts of those questions now come into mind as you're trying to attack this final hole.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you.
And I think we're going to see part of that strategy actually play out here. Adam here goes with the mid. And he's just trying to pitch it over.
If I bogey it, I don't lead card.
And you heard him say right there, if I bogey it, I'm not on lead card. So I feel like he took something off and just said, hey, I'm going to play for the guaranteed par here. Now, this is already a tough hole, so that's never a bad play. But he was certainly thinking about his positioning within the round and the rest of the card and what it will look like during the final day. Good looking shot coming in for Castro.
Nice, Jordy.
That'll put him just about to circle's edge. Also see out there my buddy Kyle, spicy boy. He was taking to the cameras. Again, I appreciate it. He's getting some bonus footage that we'll hopefully release later. Adam pitches up. He's not messing around. He just wants the par. Jordan finish by blowing out all the candles, and no. Fortunately, just a bit short for Castro. He's going to finish at 15 under, and Cale not able to pick up the birdie. Chase card has come in, and Drew Gibson had shot a 10 under to get to 17, and that's exactly where Anthony Barela is. So it is going to be a battle during our final round. AB goes from being the outright leader by a stick to now a tie with Drew Gibson. Clearly right on his heels will be Adam Hammes at 16. Cale's going to fall off the lead card and find himself on the chase card. Anything can still happen for him. As I said, Hammes will be at 16 under, sitting 1 off the pace. He's got two friends in Drew Gibson along with Anthony Barela to get past. And we're going to see how it shakes out for Sunday for the final round. Gibson, Barela, 17. Hamas and Castro rounding out the lead card at 16 and 15. We'll keep an eye on that chase card as best as we can. Like, share, subscribe. I love you all. Looking forward to Championship Sunday out here at the Shelly Sharpe Memorial 2022.